What's up, I like scary. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, today we're going to talk about some Halloween speculation and theories, man. So you guys, if you've been following me in the Halloween speculation and theory videos, I've been telling you guys, I've been kind of really tying in this Christine stuff with this Ends movie coming. And it's because David Gordon Green stated it, and he said that it's going to have a lot of Christina, so why not, you know, kind of focus on that. But like I said, you guys, in previous videos, if you watch Christine, you know that Arnie Cunningham was this kid that got bullied, right? He got bullied, and he got this car, and he became like real like overpowered with that Plymouth Fury, and he had this power. He started, you know, acting different, and he was becoming like possessed and evil and stuff like that. All right, and we have Corey Cunningham that's supposed to be the copycat killer and become obsessed with Michael and stuff like that, right? And you know, an accident happened. He's accused of murdering someone. He's babysitted. So I've touched on this, that Haddonfield will definitely push him to his limits to becoming a shape, and him using the image of the shape to kind of get back at them, right? So I've been thinking now, so if I was just thinking about this now, so say we saw this picture of Corey, and he has this bruise on his face, right? He has this bruise right here. Now, unless him and Lori had like a altercation or something like that, like before the issue, when he comes upstairs and that's him, he opens the door, she kind of cracks him in the face. Someone has put their hands on Corey. I'm not gonna lie, someone has put their hands on Corey, because we see Michael get him with a surprise and catch him and choke him out. Now, if you know, this is after, this could be before or after that door scene opens the door, and if that's Corey with the mask. So say if this is after that, you know, and before that scene is when Corey's in the sewers, right? I was saying, so you know, we got like those people like the Mulaney's, they're bullying Lonnie and stuff like that, you know. I was saying, like, what if, you know, what if freaking Corey actually is running for his life? What if people are really like trying to put hands on him, because you know how much they wanted Michael? They try to damage Michael in kills. They were hitting him with poles, they shot him down, they stabbed him. Now, what if people are really on edge like that because they don't want to have to deal with any more like murderers or nothing like that? So I've been, you know, theorizing that this accident happens on the same night as Kills, the same night that Karen dies, like probably a few moments later, and they get that on the radio, like someone is dead down the street, and they, you know, people probably gathering around the house because they probably immediately get the call like, hey, someone just died down the street, but Michael's not in here and he killed Karen. So maybe they immediately rush to Corey's house thinking that Michael is at Corey's house. Now, I'm not saying that it's not Michael, but say if it's not, you know, say if it's just Corey, there's no Michael, Michael just walked away, and Corey has this kid's blood on his hands, right? And how it feels like trying to crucify him, like, hey man, like you're a killer, you're a murderer, you're a baby murderer and stuff like that, right? And Corey's just, maybe that night, maybe like that night, or maybe it's like through the whole 4 years he's been getting bullied. You know, maybe he's like, he's a loner. Maybe Allison takes him in as a friend. They cross paths, like at a coffee shop or something like that, and they exchange stories. And he knows, she tells him about Michael and everything she's been through. Or maybe he's like, hey, I know you're Allison. Or maybe they went to the same high school. He's like, oh, I know you should talk to Cameron. Like, that's sad that he died and stuff like that. Something like that. You guys get the picture, right? And so they become friends. She has sympathy for him because he's been accused. No one wants to deal with him, but it's not enough evidence. It's an accident. But he's like, has these people like in Haddonfield that really hate him and want him dead because they kind of see Michael, you know, and you can't blame him because, you know, Michael has just gave a lot of these people PTSD off of what he did. You know, he fucking put a black cloud over Haddonfield. But say if he gets chased into the sewer now, because I'm like, bro, I really don't see Corey being able to out-muscle Michael Myers, right? But what if before that he comes across Michael, or maybe it's like a myth, you know, how Tommy Doyle was telling Lori, don't go in there, that's the boogeyman's house. What if it's a myth and Ends over these 4 years that Michael has been cave dwelling in, you know, the sewers? It's like, you're like, yeah man, the rumor has it that he's in the sewers. He's in the sewers, but And it's like this myth. No one ever went down to check because they're terrified. And they never got the body of Michael. And one night, Corey gets chased, or he's hiding. Obviously, he has that bruise on his face. I'm really focused on that bruise. It's a big bruise also, right? So he's running. Maybe he's getting bullied or something. And he's running. And, you know, you get that picture of someone on the gate, like with a yellow jacket. And they're, like, screaming. What if they're the bullies? And, you know, what if they're the bullies? Like, it's like a group of them. And say some of them go down there in the sewer to chase Corey. Like, hey, Cunningham, here we come. And he grabs Corey first. But then Michael sees, like, a group of them. He drops Corey. And maybe Corey, like, steals his mask or something and runs off out the sewers. But Michael kills the bullies or whatever, right? He kills them. He comes up, and that's why we get that scene when someone's on the gate, like with a yellow jacket. Maybe one gets out of the sewer, like running, like, oh. And that's like where the sewer is, where that gate is, right? You know, where they're like on the gate. And Michael, he slices them or something, you know. Or maybe all the bullies didn't get caught and some got away. And as Michael, you know, he's choking everybody, you know, some bullies get away. And Corey, as he's progressing to being a shape and he's becoming obsessed, he puts the mask on. And he's kind of, you know, he's having little spots of him being over here, over there. That part when he opens the door with Lori, he's out there, right? He's becoming a shape. He feels he's becoming a shape, and maybe he does have enough in him to throw a slice at someone. Maybe it's at a bully. Maybe that person in the yellow jacket was someone that kind of bashed Corey for being accused of this kid's death. And maybe Corey is, you know, in the mask, and he just slices with the knife, and he has the getup of Michael on it, thinking it's Michael the whole time. It's Corey. So maybe a lot of Corey victims in this movie, if he's like that type of copycat, he can be like that Ben Tramer or that Busta Rhymes type copycat when he's not, you know, he's harmless. He's just there to keep Michael's name alive and be here and there, you know, spotted in certain areas. But if he's that type, what if he's like trying to kill the people that are like bullying him? You know, maybe it's like that's his way of revenge type of thing, especially if he's getting bullied over 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that, you guys. That would be crazy. It would be like almost like you feel for Corey, if that makes sense. And he's like kind of through these 4 years, we catch a lot of these bullies coming up missing. Megan Baxter, you know what I'm saying? Remember that sign, you guys? Megan Baxter. What if Corey is actually dealing with these people one by one in the getup of the shape? I was thinking that, like, wow, that would be crazy. Like, and he's not even like, you know, taking people out that are like good people. It's like the bullies he's doing that to, who kind of bashed him and pushed him to the limit, you know. Because I told you guys, I think Corey is going to really be a lot like Arnie Cunningham. He's going to get pushed to the limit where when he gets this power and he feels like he's going to kind of change. He's going to become like possessed or evil, but this is going to be the thing that's different. He's going to be Michael. He's going to be dressed up like Michael until the guy you took that image from comes across you, and sad to say, Michael's going to take out Corey. And that's when it's going to be the switcheroo and Michael comes across Lori and stuff like that. That's what I think can possibly happen. Now, something else I want to talk about and touch on, you guys, the mask being the power source of Michael. Now, as a kid, we seen Michael grab this clown mask, put it on, kill Judith. In 2018, the podcasters brought the mask back, and he didn't escape. You know, he didn't. It was weird. It was like a great time. They showed him the mask. Dr. Zartan wanted the story to, you know, come together. The bus crashed and Michael immediately went to get the mask. It's just something about this mask, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. They've been touching on it through this whole trilogy. From the moment Lori took the mask off in 78 and he puts it on, and right after he gets shot by Loomis and he's still right there breathing heavy, and then he gets up immediately. That's kind of similar to Kills, where he kills everybody. They stab him, he gets up and kills everybody, and then out of nowhere he just gets up and walks and goes into the Myers house and kills Karen. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so crazy because Lindsay tried to get the mask off. He puts it on, he chokes her and throws her to the car. I think this mask is like comfort for him. It's like comfort. He wants to hide the human in him. It's like a piece that he needs, you know. Same with the house. the house is like comfort. He's always going to the window, and at the end of the day, the night he came home, he always wants to go home. So I think the two main things we need to focus on when ends is this house and this mask, because with the mask, he has these people surround him and kills. He picks it up, he looks, he's not afraid. He just puts the mask on, you know, and he just kills. Like it's comfort for him. That's the word I can use, is comfort. And I just think maybe the mask kind of, as more as he transcended, like it kind of grew on him, if that makes sense. I'm not saying that it's like some paranormal stuff, but I think the mask gives Michael like confidence. You know, I think it just gives him confidence, because Michael had numerous of times to get different masks, you know, and kills. He had the Season of the Witch Halloween 3 skull mask in his hand. He didn't switch it out. He wanted that same burnt up rugged mask. So it's definitely something with the mask, because as soon as Karen took it off, let me tell you something, guys, before I end this off. Michael doesn't leave free food. He killed Cameron, and Cameron's head was hanging out the banister, but he left Allison. Why? Because of that mask. He went to get that mask because he knows at the end of the day, I'm going to get that mask regardless. Think about it, you guys. Michael, like Lonnie said, all his kills end up, you know, line up to him being home, right? Michael just wants to go home. So once he had that mask in these other films in their trilogy, he's been trying to get home the whole time. He's going in the window when he killed Karen, when he killed Hawkins' partner in '78, when he killed Little John and everything. He's always in his window, right? He wants to go home. Home is for him. You know, he's like that kid that all I know is I know where my home is. That's because he has the brain of a kid. But think, it's so crazy to know that after 2018, when he showed the mask and he escaped, the first place he went was to go see Judith. You know, he went to, you remember he had been in this, the podcasters in the graveyard, and Judith had the headstone and stuff like that. Michael saw the podcasters. He had to get that mask. He immediately got that mask. I just think, you guys, that mask holds some attachment with the shape. I think that's why in these scenes we see him kind of really protecting it, and you know, it's that attachment. And I think they're going to explain that, like, because we seen Michael get dealt with without the mask, but we didn't see him get dealt with. You know, like, if that kill scene would have happened right there in the middle of the street without that mask, I think the results would have kind of been a little more brutal and worse. That's my opinion. I want to see how Michael works without, you know, being dealt with the mask. Now, I know you guys are going to say in the bathroom with the podcasters, and yes, I'm not saying the mask makes him kill, but I'm telling you, it's like some extra. It's like extra for Michael to have that mask on. It's like some type of comfort, like, and you know, it's hiding the human in him, and you know, it's something that makes him stronger, if that makes sense. So yeah, you guys, comment down below what you guys think about everything we talked about. You know, Corey and the bullies, and Michael, you know, taking out the bullies, and that's how Corey gets away with the mask, because his focus is on the bullies, and you know, Corey just runs off. And also the mask being a power source to Michael, and some type of attachment to keep him going. Like it's like comfort, and it gives him power type of thing. Like, not power, it just gives him confidence. Comment down below what you guys think about that. And yeah, you guys, possibly get ready, you guys. The trailer, I'm hearing that the trailer could possibly be out in like the next week. It's here. Hopefully they don't spoil a lot of stuff in the trailer to the point we know the whole movie. Hopefully they keep, you know, it grounded how we got this one, and you know, it's close to their chest. But yeah, we should be getting a full trailer soon. Looking forward to that. And yeah, you guys. But unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me on my social media. AlexGray on Instagram, AlexGray77 on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, and AlexGray on Twitter. Also, you guys, don't forget you become a member of the Patreon to get exclusive content and benefits of the channel. And right there where it says subscribe next to it, you can click join. Become a member of the channel, get exclusive content, and be invited to private watch parties. Don't forget to check out the official AlexGray merch store. And yeah, you guys, watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace.